Hey there! Today I would love to talk to you about 5 signs on how you need help with your marketing, or 5 signs that show you that you need some help with your marketing. Now, it can be really difficult, right? Marketing is really hard, and it is hard to not feel overwhelmed with all the jobs that you have when you're running your retail business. Like, seriously, keeping all those balls in the air while still having a life can be completely exhausting. I have to admit, as much as I love working, I'm pretty lazy when it comes to business. I am the queen of outsourcing. If I can get someone else to do a job that I don't want to do or that I can't do, then I am all for passing that job to somebody else, because it frees up my time and it keeps another person employed, right? Best of all, the results are usually better than what I could have, what I could have outputted when I had done it myself, because a lot of people are better at jobs than we are, but yet we insist on holding on to them. But this is not about that. Outsourcing takes money, right? And it's not always a lot. In fact, one of my lovely clients, Rebecca, has just taken on her first assistant, and it's about $30 a week. But it's still money. You still have to find that money from somewhere in your business. So increasing your sales and profits, it's a key factor to actually be able to free up some of your time and to give you the freedom that you started this business out for, right? And honestly, you will only increase those sales and profits if you are actively marketing your store. But many retailers are scared of marketing. They see marketing as an expense that they just can't afford. But I am here to tell you that you can't afford to not advertise. I had to make sure I got that out right. You can't afford to not advertise. Even if it is just a small budget, you actively need to be filling up your sales funnel and encouraging sales every single day, every single week, every single month. So today I'm going to share with you 5, I think I did 5 in the end, 5 signs that you need help with your marketing. Okay, number 1, your sales are down this month or this quarter. Pretty obvious, right? If your sales are down, there is a good chance it is because you haven't filled up that customer funnel. And that's a business term, right? Sales funnel, customer funnel. You aren't getting more customers in. So check back and see what your funnels were for the same time last year. See what your sales were for the same time last year. And look at what you can do differently to get them back up again. Look at what you did then, look at what you're doing now. So number 1, if your sales are down, especially from this time last year, it's probably because you haven't done any consistent marketing. Okay, the number 2 sign that you need help with your marketing is that you are running Google, Pinterest, Facebook ads, some sort of ad campaign, but you have no idea if they're actually making you any money. All too often, like, you are not alone if this is you, because I see so many business owners who run advertising campaigns because they should be, because they heard that they need to be filling up their sales funnel, they need to be actively marketing, they know that they need to spend money on advertising, and they think that they might actually be getting some results. Maybe their traffic is up, maybe there are some sales coming through, so they just continue to pour money in the hopes that the sales will increase. But the truth is, marketing shouldn't be costing you money. Yes, it is an investment. Yes, it is money going out. But if you are testing, and if you're measuring, and if you're checking the effectiveness of your marketing campaign, it should also be bringing you in sales and customers. Okay, so number 2, you're running ads somewhere around the planet, but you have no idea if they're making you money. That is the second sign that you need help with your marketing. Okay, my number 3 is you have no idea how many people are on your customer database. Really, you should know within about 10 people how many are on your customer database. And you've probably heard that saying, the money is in the list. If you haven't, it's a saying, the money is in the list. Because whether you're an online store, you're a bricks and mortar store, or even if you're a market stall holder, your customer database can't disappear on a whim like your social media pages can. The people who sign up are generally interested in what you're selling. You know, this day and age, it is really hard to get an email address. So if you've got one, you need to be treating these people like gold. You need to be treating them like VIPs, and you need to know how many there are on your customer database at any given point. Okay, so that's my third tip as a sign that you need help with your marketing if you've got no idea how many people are on your customer database. Okay, my number 4 sign that you need help with your marketing is that you have the wrong amount of inventory. Too much inventory and your profits are being sucked up, sitting on a shelf, rather than having that money in your bank account. And too little inventory and you are losing sales. If you don't know how much inventory you actually have or whether it's the right amount, your marketing is not going to be working at its maximum effectiveness. And you probably need help to work out how much inventory you have, or how much inventory you actually need in order to have your business ticking over effectively. Okay, my number 5 sign that you need help with your marketing is that you haven't run any ads or you haven't sent out a newsletter for the whole month. The easiest way to get sales is to love your customers, to speak to them regularly, and to serve them up exactly what they're looking for. How many people are waiting to hear from you and they want to buy something from you, but you haven't had any communications with them? If you're not running ads, then it is time to start. That whole build it and they will come, it only works in the movies, not in retail. If you are not marketing, you are not maximizing your sales. Now, I know firsthand that if I turn off my advertising because I'm having a good month and I feel like I'm a little bit overwhelmed and I'm trying to keep up, 30 to 60 days later, without fail, I feel the effects. There are no new customers to be found and my sales drop. This is because people don't always buy from us the minute that they're introduced into our brand. They're not always going to buy from you when they sign up to their newsletter. You know, it takes time. And if you don't have that funnel being filled up all the time, 30 to 60 days later, you'll be like, where's my sales? And you'll be in a rush to try and grab that money back, to try and grab some new customers. The truth is, it's actually quite easy to turn these things around. Whether you just need to sit down with a business savvy friend or perhaps with your business mentor, taking the time out to regularly analyze the effectiveness of your market campaigns is all part of being a smart business owner. Moving from being a shopkeeper to a business owner is really hard. You know what? Not every campaign that you run is going to be profitable. And it is really easy to feel like you are draining your funds, but without marketing and advertising, it won't be long before your sales dry up. You know, you can't afford not to be marketing and advertising your business. Now, if you need some personalized help with your marketing and your advertising strategy, this month I'll actually be opening up some places in my one-to-one mentoring program where we focus on increasing your sales and profitability, getting your marketing plan and your advertising plans sorted out. So if you think that sounds like something that you need, you can find all the information over at selenaknight.com/rockstars. But before we go, let's just quickly recap on those 5 signs that you need help with your marketing. Number 1, your sales are down this month or this quarter from last year. Number 2, you're running ads on Google or Pinterest or Facebook, but you actually have no idea if they're making you money. Number 3, you've got no idea how many people are on your customer database. Number 4, you've got the wrong amount of inventory, or you don't know how much inventory you actually need to have in your business to turn over effectively. And number 5, you haven't run any ads or you haven't sent out a newsletter this month. If you have not done one or all of those things, if they apply to you, then I urge you to sit down and have a think about where your marketing is at in your business. And if you need some help, then have a look at selenaknight.com/rockstars. Until next week, go out, be profitable, and get your marketing strategy organized. And I'll see you next week. Bye.